moving along to the third segment of the Odds Couple Sports Betting Show for Monday, August 29th. I guess this is our first official Odds Couple show of the football season where we are going to be giving official picks and tracking them. Now, Mike Brenner, right now, my record is 0-0. Your record is 0-0. Those aren't great records, but they're not that bad.
That's right. We're undefeated.
Not that embarrassing. Now, you might want to just not give any picks the whole season.
Hey, it's safe.
Yeah, and then, at the end of the year.
That's for pussies, Pistol Pete. And there ain't none of them in this room, baby. Listen, trust me, I'm fired up.
A record of 0-0 isn't going to blow anyone away, but it's also not going to embarrass you too much. So we're going to start giving picks. We're going to track them. We'll track them the same way, even though they're ATS. You can take money lines. That's right. You can buy points, but you have to name the book. Yep. And, of course, line chopping is essential. So sometimes if you take like +3, you're going to get -115 or -112 or -108. So we will be doing line chopping. I will print out my odds here from SBRodds.com.
I like that. I got to mention this real quick because, guys, what we do, viewers, is we make ourselves accountable, all right? That's why we have the records. There's no one else in this industry that is just as transparent as we are. Are we the best in the business? Hell no. Are we special? Hell no. But you know what? We give our all every single day. We're good at what we do, we feel, and we prove it because numbers don't lie. So with that being said, I'm ready to rock and roll and knock it down, baby.
With that being said, let me get my paper. I threw my...
Okay, that's all right. Pistol Pete, jump back up there.
So
that's the quickest I've seen you move in a long time.
What we're doing right now is we are going to do just the Thursday college football games, and tomorrow we'll cover, the Friday
weekend,
and the Saturday games. Right now, just the Thursday games. All right, Mike Brenner, I got the odds right here, and
this is the appetizers because the entrees this weekend.
Well, we got 7 games, on Thursday, and there's a couple of picks I'm definitely liking. There's a couple of games that we've discussed that we already have given opinions on. I'll start with the first one. I'll just give one pick right out of the box. No, I don't. I'm not sure you do. It's going to be the under in Tulane and Wake Forest. I previewed this game already with Jeff from BMOCWins.com. I gave the opinion that we basically both analyzed the game the same way. Tulane is going to have no offense, or at least on paper it looks like they're going to have no offense. They've got a guy coming in who's the new coach who's coming from Georgia Southern, who's going to employ a run-heavy offense. The quarterback left, the receiver. They have no receivers anyway, even if they had a passing game. So they're just probably not going to have much on offense here. And Wake Forest, their strength is on defense anyway. So he liked Wake Forest at -17. I like the under at 43. But we both agreed that we're anticipating like a 26-0, 31-3 type game. So the under hasn't moved yet. I definitely bet this one a healthy amount, and I will take it at under 43.
And this is official, right?
Yeah. Oh, these are all official.
Pulling that trigger, baby. Here we go. It's football time. God, I love it.
All right. So
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, because obviously Tulane's got a really good head coach if he's coming from Georgia Southern. I'm not kidding you, but that's going to take a little bit of time to put that together. Yeah. So I like your breakdown there. When you're facing a squad, even though the Wake Forest is not the cream of the crop, bottom line, they're a team, an institution that's been clicking every year, no matter what. So wow, is that at Wake Forest, Pistol Pete?
Yeah, it's at Wake Forest.
And the game is only -17.
Yep, it's -17.
Is that a head scratcher?
Yeah. Well, it's a low total and a pretty.
I'm going to take a shot, Pistol Pete. I'm going to do a first half.
No, be careful though. Be careful.
Oh, I am. I'm going to do Wake. Well, what do you think? First half.
You don't want to get into an abyss. You don't want to know. The first half is available.
You know what? I'm climbing out of that abyss. If I want to tell me how many times you made a decision and went, you know what? I'm going to put that out there because it just makes sense.
Well, yeah, but they were.
Because we don't have time to research every single game.
That's absolutely right.
You just put some facts out there that if I was studying on the computer or whatever, it doesn't matter where you get your info from.
And you're also going with the same pick that Jeff from BMOCWins.com recommended.
For real, you brought it to light. I have not dug into that.
Well, the first half line, you could wait for the Pinnacle, or you could take the Heritage line, which would be -9.5, -115 right now.
Okay, I'm taking the 9.5. I'm going to take Wake Forest on the first half, my first college football pick, -9.5 because
-115. You don't want to wait for the Pinnacle line, or it could go up.
That's going to go up. I think it is. I'm going to take that 9.5 because we might go in there up by 10, baby.
All right, sounds good, Mike Brenner. All right, let's see. Is there any other game that you want to give officially here?
Actually, no. There's one I'm thinking, and it might. It's Tennessee.
By all means,
Tennessee is at home. Guess what though? This Appalachian State is nothing to laugh at. This is a decent team. All right, but I just think Tennessee's too deep. Right now, what would be the first half in Tennessee?
First half, again, you could wait for the Pinnacle opener, or you could take the Heritage line, which would be -11, -110.
Oh, my God. And I'm not,
See, here's the thing last year. Now, I'm not trying to talk you into this.
No, you're not. You're not.
But last year, Tennessee was in a very similar situation in their first week. They were playing another,
and what happened?
expectations are high for Appalachian State this year. Bowling Green, expectations were very high. Tennessee was a 21.5-point favorite. They blew them out by 29. After that game, Bowling Green went on to go 10-2 against the spread over their next 13 games.
Cow.
But they still couldn't cover against Tennessee. And Tennessee then 2 weeks after that blew out an FCS opponent, 41-10 and 51-10, something like that. They covered a 30. So the point is they cover these early,
You think that's the Butch Jones factor? I'm not kidding you, because this guy's really his team now.
And last year, Appalachian State also had a similar game on the road at Clemson. They were an 18.5-point dog, and they got blown out 41-10.
Yeah.
So line has gone down, but it's real tempting. It's real tempting.
That is,
Tennessee
Pete.
here,
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm not going to do it, but
I'm not either. I'm going to hold back, but I'm going to tell you on a lean, 11.
On the first half. Yep, Jesus, and the full game is 20.
Tennessee's going to be okay.
There you go. Why don't I start before you pull the trigger on it? Let me go to my second play.
How about them Cowboys?
Second play is going to be South Carolina and Vanderbilt on the under. Now I actually don't have the totals here.
Though, didn't you?
South they played last year. It went to 29. A very low scoring game. We know what Vanderbilt can do to these teams. Last year they played Western Kentucky, and it went to in week 1 went to 26. And South Carolina. Obviously, Muschamp's going to be there. I think the offenses for both teams are going to be significantly behind the defenses, even though Vanderbilt's offense will be improved this year. There's still nothing special. South Carolina should be much improved on the front seven from the get-go, and it's cutting it close because last year Vanderbilt had a game against Georgia that went to 45. Then they had a game against Ole Miss that went to 43. So the total of 42.5 is cutting it close. But I'm willing to take it. I agonized about this one. I was like, this is a no-balls play. But
I'm going to try to ease your agony, Pistol Pete.
Under 42.5
with my little insight. And again, it's just a little insight.
Yeah.
I think you might be onto something. And here's the reason being. You got a coach coming in now, Muschamp. Right? Yeah. He knows he's lucky as hell to have a second chance to coach in the SEC. He's not going to come in firing all cylinders, just turning the damn stable loose, right? He's going to be conservative because he knows I got to make this situation work. This opportunity, I got to make it work. That starts with how you play in week 1. All right, I mean it. I think that team, it's going to be low scoring for a minute. Good breakdown, Pistol.
Absolutely. And then there's another game that we discussed early on that kind of went our way. I said that Oregon State and Minnesota. Sorry, we said that we both liked Oregon. The line, though, moved from 10 to 13, which is kind of concerning. I also said that I liked the over at 51.5. It's now up to 56. So, and I did bet that opener when it was early on. So I bet the over on that one at 56. I'm not sure if I like it, and I think I still like Oregon State at plus 13. But the line move concerns me, and I'm not going to give it as a pick here, but definitely give it as a lean. And I'm going to look into why that line moved. I think it's and also, Minnesota, they have 2 sophomore running backs who were, spun. One of them's injured, right? Yeah. And so, the Leidner lost his top receiver from last year, and Oregon State has the transfer from Utah State. They're deep at wide receiver. I don't know.
We broke this down before, and the running back situation at Minnesota, the sophomores, that's what really made me feel really good about it. Pete, I'm not kidding. Again, we don't talk before we do this. All right. When I saw that line movement, I had to pull that emergency brake like it was nobody's business. What the hell's going on? Now, I tried to look into why. All right, didn't have enough time and did not see anything on the surface. Now, I'm going to go deeper too because I still may put some units on it, but I'm not going to put it out there as an official pick. It's just a little too risky for me right now. And I'm just not that underdog specialist.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Well, I bet Oregon State. I would definitely lean that. But as far as my 2 official picks, just going to be Tulane, Wake Forest under, and South Carolina, Vanderbilt under. And for you, you're just going to have 1 official pick here, huh?
Yes, Wake Forest my first college football pick, minus 9.5, baby. This is the college football odds couple show.
I guess that wraps it up for day 1. Hopefully, I'll be at least 1-1 by the time.
Hey, but it's not wrapping it up for some people that have conflict resolution when it comes time to getting paid out from a sports book. Tell them about that, Pistol.
Conflict resolution is one of the services that SBR offers. They do it for free. If you have an issue with a sports book, no guarantees, of course, but it is free. SBR will look at it and try to resolve things, as much as they can. So if you have an argument with the book, you can send you click on you can file a complaint at SBR. There's a link to it at the front page, and they will handle it as soon as they can, and it's all free.
Absolutely.
Conflict resolution, one of the free things that SBR offers in addition to everything else.
Yep, and it's effective. The Better Business Bureau of this industry, so take advantage of it. It's a free tool.
If you like Captain American football, there's 50,000 dead presidents on the line in this year's Beat the Prick contest. In case you ain't fucking guessed, I'm the prick. Click on the link below for more info. I'm ready to stomp some ass. This is gonna be my best performance yet. So join today. It's free, you fucking squares.